Starting live broadcast. Good evening, everybody. Sunday evening again. It's time for Pawpaw Storytime to his grandkids. And for anybody that wants to read along with us. A few weeks back, right after we had the fire, we got a bunch of books and we read the Apassimandus Saves the Day book. And I happened to be going through the box with the new books in it, or the new to me books. And there's Why Apassimandus Has No Hair on His Tail. It's written by Colleen Sally and illustrated by Janet Stevens. So we're going to read this one today. Let's check this out. Apassimandus has no... I don't need glasses. So, Apassimandus was swinging on the porch swing one day when Skunk came pussyfooting along. "Hi, Apassimandus," said Skunk. "Hi, Skunk," said Apassimandus. Skunk and Apassimandus were waving friends, not play-together friends, so they waved, and Skunk pranced on by, swishing her thick black and white tail. Apassimandus kept lollygagging there on the porch, thinking and swinging and thinking. He was thinking about tails. Skunks have thick black and white tails, he thought. And foxes have bushy red tails. And even hares have fluffy white powder puffed tails. But my tail is just pink and naked and funny looking. After a while, Apassimandus went inside to find his mama. "Mama, why don't I have any hair on my tail?" he asked, climbing onto her lap. "Well, honey," Mama said, "possums haven't always had naked tails. There's an old story. A long time ago, Papa Possum, your great-great-grandpa, had a fluffy little powder-puff tail just like hair. All possums did in those days. Now, Papa Possum was a mighty smart fellow. He could fool animals much bigger than he was just by playing dead. And oh, what a storyteller he was. But in spite of his smarts, sometimes he got himself in trouble. And this was one of those times." Papa Possum was sleeping peacefully in his cozy bed one morning. Papa Possum got up. "Who's that? Is that you, Stomach?" growling and groaning and kicking up a ruckus. "You are one hungry stomach. What's that you want? Persimmons? Persimmons, you say? Well, persimmons you'll get." Looks like somebody wrote in the book before I got it. That's okay, though. So Papa Possum headed down the road looking for persimmons. By and by, he ran across his friend Hare, and they started jabbering and confabbing. "What are you up to, Hare?" asked Papa Possum. "Nothing now," said Hare. He looked tired. "I've been working hard and planting, watering, harvesting." "Wish I had planted something," moaned Papa Possum. "Stomach wishes it too. Hear that rumbling? He's craving persimmons." "Persimmons," Hare said. That sounds good to me too. You know, Bear likes persimmons because they're sweet as honey. So he planted a whole mess of persimmon tree. Persimmon tree. I'm having problems. Apassimandus books. Okay. Now, Hare wasn't so good at climbing trees, but he sure was good at cooking up plans. He figured he could get himself some persimmons and get Papa Possum to do all the work. "I'm sure Bear would want you to have some, Papa Possum. You can just climb up in the tallest tree and throw those persimmons right down to me. Then you take half, and I'll take half." Before Hare finished speaking, Papa Possum lit out. Hare followed close behind. Soon, Papa Possum was perched on the highest branch in the highest tree, gobbling persimmon after persimmon. "What do you say now, Stomach?" Papa Possum cried. Stomach was happy, and Papa Possum was happy too. Between bites, he sang at the top of his voice, "Persimmons, simmons, high up in the tree, plenty enough for stomach, plenty enough for me." But Hare wasn't happy. "Hey, Papa Possum, throw those persimmons down to me." Papa Possum threw one, gobbled three, and in between gobbling, he kept right on singing, "Persimmons, simmons, high up in the tree, plenty enough for stomach, plenty enough for me." Hare yelled louder, "Come on, Papa Possum, we made a deal." Papa Possum threw one, gobbled five, then sang a little louder, "Persimmons, simmons, high up in the tree, plenty enough for stomach, plenty enough for me." Now Hare was mad. "All those persimmons for Papa Possum and hardly any for me. He'll be sorry." And Hare hightailed it down the road. Who do you think he met on that road? That's right, Bear, coming on home. "Hey, Bear," Hare called. "You hear that singing? I think maybe there's someone in your persimmon tree patch." Then he skedaddled away. Bear stopped, listened, and then took off growling and snarling. Papa Possum was singing so loudly he didn't even hear Bear coming. Bear shook the tallest tree, but Papa Possum just hung on tight and sang out, "3 simmons more, and then I'll go." Bear shook harder, but Papa Possum hung on tighter and sang out, "2 simmons more, and then I'll go." Then Bear gave that tree a ferocious shake, and Papa Possum hung on for dear life. Even then he sang, "Just 1 more simmon more, and then I'll go." Bear shook that tree so hard, you would have thought the earth was going to fall apart. And finally down, Papa Possum dropped, down, 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 in a shower of ripe persimmons. The instant Papa Possum touched the ground, he got his feet going and bolted for the fence as fast as a racehorse. But Bear was too fast too, and he got closer and closer. "Stop, you persimmon-picking possum. I'm going to teach you a thing or two," snarled Bear. Just as Papa Possum slipped through the rails of the fence, Bear chomped his teeth around the little powder-puffed tail. And it wasn't going to let him go. No siree. Bear pulled one away, Papa Possum pulled the other, and that fluffy little powder-puffed tail stretched. They pulled more, and it stretched more. Why, it was a tail tug-of-war. At last, pop! Papa Possum was free, so he kept right on going and going all the way home. And Bear? He was back there at the fence with a whole mouthful of hair. Believe it or not, his teeth had stripped that powder-puffed tail clean and stretched it to the longest, skinniest tail you've ever seen. Stomach wasn't quite so fond of persimmons after that, and Papa Possum, he had lost that fluffy little powder-puffed tail. Now you might think that Papa Possum was kind of embarrassed about his tail. It was so pink and naked and funny looking. But he always could make something good out of something bad. It turned out that tail came in pretty handy. Papa Possum found 1,000,000 different ways to use it. All the different things he's doing. He's hanging from a branch and he's writing, holding on to babies. And ever since then, Mama said, hugging her baby close, "No possum has ever had hair on his tail, including you, my sweet little patootie." And that's it. The end. Why Apassamondus has no hair on his tail. I might have to look and see if I can find some more of these books. I'm sure there's a series of them, so I'll have to do that soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Love y'all for being exactly who you're supposed to be. Continue to be good, and we'll see y'all real soon. Bye.